Good morning, everyone. So today I am here to talk a little bit about our upcoming Peace Not Pieces retreat. And I'm going to wait a few minutes to let, okay. I just realized my AirPods were not plugged in. I'm sure you could hear me. Okay, we're going to start that over. This is Michelle for Expat Life Mexico. I am located in San Miguel de Allende, which is in central Mexico. For those who might be just joining us for the first time, I have a guest house space that is called Casa ELM. And at Casa ELM, we love to share experiences with individuals who may be interested. So today we're going to go over just a quick overview of our upcoming Peace Not Pieces retreat for women. So we have some people who already plan on joining us for that, and that's going to be happening on April the 2nd through the 8th. And we just wanted to do like a quick, well, I should say I wanted to do a quick Q&A. I previously, good morning. All right, great, welcome. Welcome, Live Spirit. Okay, I'm probably messing that up. Live Spirivite. Welcome. So I wanted to just share with you the purpose of the retreat, a little bit of the story behind the retreat itself, and just, you know, the agenda for anyone who's interested. Hi, welcome everyone. Hi, Dixie, Michelle, and Vibracious Life with Lisa. Good morning. So I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit, and if there were any questions people might have may have about San Miguel, the weather, what to bring, what to expect. That's what we're here for. I do a live on Wednesdays that focuses more on San Miguel itself and moving and things like that. So today is not about that. If you do want to ask questions this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, I will be right back in this space doing a live. I haven't put the link out there just yet because I am double checking with someone in regard to coming on and talking about real estate, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today, I'm here to talk about my upcoming Peace Not Pieces retreat. And it's Sunday, so I'm really excited to get on and just kind of talk about that a little bit. We have some really amazing things lined up. We have amazing facilitators that will be there. I will be there as well hosting. It's going to be a week of healing, so I'm very excited to share that with the ladies who've signed up. And again, this is a retreat for women. Sorry, guys, if there are any men in here or men show up or watch the replay. This is about the Peace Not Pieces retreat for women. And if you have questions and you're a male about San Miguel, again, you can join us on Wednesday night at 7. Hi, Relocating Cozy. I will be in Mexico. Okay, great. Thank you. So let's get started because I'm going to make this a quick Q&A, I think. So the Peace Not Pieces retreat is a whole week of healing using a lot of art therapy. And if you haven't heard of art therapy before, in this context, it's pretty much you're combining counseling with expressing through a creative way. However that way translates for you is fine. We're going to have 3 amazing facilitators that will be there. Hi, Carla, welcome. And The first facilitator I want to kind of share with you is Nina Simone. She will be giving yoga, meditation, sound bowl, kind of like experience for those who have maybe not experienced the sound bowl ceremony. It's basically the large crystal bowls, and you know, they make a very kind of like, I don't know, kind of sound, but we have three, and they're just like beautiful. It's so relaxing. It really is tied into you know, certain chakras that are in your body, and it's something that's very relaxing, and it helps you to decompress. I absolutely am mesmerized when I start listening to the sound. It's just very relaxing, and we plan on doing that twice that week. Nina will also facilitate a full moon closing kind of ceremony on Thursday, which is going to be, I believe, the 6th. And I'll go over the schedule in a minute. And Nina's experience is very versed and versatile. I'm going to look down for a second because I want to find, let's see, I want to find kind of the list of things that we had with a description of each of these amazing facilitators. And we had them on, okay, here's Nina's. So basically, Nina is an initiated Toltec shaman, and she is a DNA crystal Reiki healer, leader of sacred ceremonies. She does a lot with like cacao ceremonies and things like that. And she's trained in this space. She's an herbalist, moon dancer. She's very interesting. And she's a registered tantric yoga teacher and loves to move energy. Okay, so she's going to basically be there at the beginning of that week in the evening, like the second evening that everyone is there. And then on the Thursday before we close on Friday, she's going to do kind of like a full moon movement type thing. And each of these sessions are really kind of made to bring us together at the beginning, bringing our energy together, and then having kind of like a closing for us to end in a good space, right? Okay, and then with Gabby is also a counselor. And I had these ladies on a few weeks ago. So if you want, we can go back, you know, I can go back, or you can go back in the videos, and I'll look for the link and drop it in the comments to watch their version of, you know, talking about the retreat and just, you know, their expertise and things like that. But today I just wanted to get on and see if there were any questions people might have. But Gabby is a bilingual therapist with more than 20 years of clinical experience. She is the director of different art therapy programs throughout Mexico and other countries, and is also an active member of the American Art Therapy Association in the US, where she was presented with a lot of clinical work and things like that. Gabby's amazing. She has a great spirit, a great energy. I met her a few years ago, and I've been in touch with her. I met her through from a professional level, and then I stayed in touch with her because she's just an amazing woman who just brings a lot of balance to things. So Gabby's workshop, and then I'll talk after I tell you about the facilitators, I'll talk about how the retreat happened or came about. Her workshop will be like 2 half-day sessions. And with those 2 half-day sessions, she will basically have like materials. We'll talk through like different things, and these are all going to be in private and personal within our space. This is not to be shared publicly in any way, shape, or form. But basically, she's going to be there to help talk through anything that might be traumatic for you, whether it's a sense of loss or something that happens, separation, trauma, whatever it is that you want to go through. You have a lot on your plate. Life has been hard. It's just a space to kind of like reflect, but doing it in a way that's really expressive through art. So she'll have, just so I wanted to clarify that it's not a week to do art. It's a week of healing, but expressing through art, finding yourself, self-reflection and things like that. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome. Yes, so I just wanted to like explain that a little bit more because I think the first time we had our live, a couple people had some questions about whether or not it was like a week of art. No, it's not. It's a week of healing. It's a week of empowerment. It's a week for women to reflect, and it's in a safe space, and it's with these amazing women. So basically, Gabby's workshop will be 2 half days. And the first half day, we'll sit down and we'll talk about what her workshop will be and what we were going to get right into what we'll be doing. She's going to have like different materials for us to express how we want to express ourselves. And, you know, we're going to create through that after she kind of goes through her agenda. And then we'll have a half day on Wednesday of healing at the hot springs, soaking in hot water early in the morning. Following that will be lunch, and I'm going to pull up the agenda in a second. And then on Thursday, we'll circle back to a half day with Gabby again. And through that, we'll come to kind of the healing words that we want to use to express whatever it is that we want to express. And if you haven't followed any of this, I know the first person said this was their first time jumping on one of my lives. Basically, the story behind it is a year ago, I chose to go ahead and initiate getting a divorce. I just really felt like there was a lot of things happening going on in my world that I wasn't happy with. And the session is not about that. It's just leading to how this retreat kind of came about. And I had this really beautiful frame in my my bedroom that I had for a long time. I brought it from Florida. I had actually never put anything in the frame itself. The frame was just leaning against a wall, kind of waiting for it to have a purpose. And when I finally got my home settled and my space kind of organized, I walked by it a few times, and I remember kind of looking at it thinking like, what should I put here? And I really just wanted to kind of have something that reminded me of who I am, you know, my purpose in general, and also just kind of like the strength to stand in my purpose and my space, and also being okay with making a decision that might have felt kind of scary at the time, you know, just sort of like, okay, you know, do I sacrifice who I am and the things that I believe in and the things that are okay for me, not okay for me, and just kind of, you know, go with the flow of life? Or do I just kind of make a choice to really be happy in my life and my future, especially creating a safe space for me, for my child, whatever was going through. It was just a lot of stress. So, and regardless of the reasons, you know, it's just one of those things where I kept looking at this frame, and I decided that, okay, this is going to be something artistic. I really did not have art therapy in mind per se. It was just sort of, it kind of led to all the thoughts and the feelings I had. And I was just determined like, okay, this is okay. Like, this is where I am in my world and in my life. And I want to be reminded of those decisions. And I remember just kind of like some of the, you know, verbal things that I experienced for a few years were just like, you know, I always kind of push back against them. And I remember thinking like, okay, I'm going to create a canvas, kind of abstract, and I'm going to put words on that canvas that are affirming to me every morning when I wake up, I want to see this canvas that says, you know, yeah, you're strong, self-love, divine goddess, the whole nine, everything I could think of. And so as I started thinking about it, I remember I reached out to a friend of mine and I said, you know what? I actually want to be the canvas, right? I want to be the canvas for those words because, you know, sometimes I think as women, we're disrespected in so many ways along the way for whatever the reason. It doesn't even matter about the other person. It's more about, you know, not letting other people's fears, weaknesses project onto us as women or as people. You know, I'm sure this works in reverse as well, but don't let it project onto us and kind of mold who we are, right? So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to use all of those things to give myself and gain strength in this. So the whole idea just kind of started to develop. And I contacted a friend who is a photographer. And I said, you know, I want to do a photo session and I want to have like all of these words and these phrases that are affirming. I want them to be put on my actual body. And I want to put that in the frame. That's sort of where it went. It started with, what do I do with this? Okay, it's going to be abstract art. And then I'm going to put these words on. And then I said, no, I want to be the canvas because I am who I am and my, you know, body is mine and it's not for anyone else to disrespect it, right? And so that's sort of how this whole thing kind of started. And I remember after going through that, and this is not what we're doing, but I'm just telling you how I got to the piece, not pieces. And I started thinking about it and said, you know, I want peace in my life. I don't want to be in pieces. I want peace, right? And the peace that I'm reclaiming are these things, right? I am a person, I'm to be respected, I am to be honored as a human, as a mother, as a daughter, as a wife now, or not a wife, whatever it is, as a female, right? And so that was the reason I just decided, okay, this is my stance in this, and this is how I'm going to represent my days forward. And that's pretty much how this whole kind of concept came together. And, you know, I felt such a sense of relief and strength after doing this project. And then I started to, and then I got right around the same time, Kate Van Doren reached out to me, and we'll talk about Kate. And I actually knew Kate as well. And she reached out to me and she said, you know, I'm doing this project for Afro-American woman that is located in Chicago. And she said, you know, I can't go up there, but would you want to model your hands for this project? And she kind of explained the whole project to me. And I said, absolutely. Kate is an amazing, amazing artist who works with a lot of causes. And I'll give you her description in a second. And a few years ago, I met Kate and she was doing another project that was kind of tied into the concept of my retreat. And it just sort of all kind of came together and started making sense. I've been, since 2018, I've wanted to do a women's retreat. And I feel like this time it finally has a lot of purpose, if that makes sense. I think when I first came here, I started with, oh, for anyone who just wants to break, you know, whatever. But this really has so much deep meaning for all of us. And it's just interesting how we all kind of came together and all the parts and pieces of it. So I'm very excited and blessed that we're like, it's happening, right? And it has meaning that's beyond just coming together for a week, you know, to be pampered. Nothing wrong with that either, but this really has a lot of meaning. So with Kate explores human resilience, connection, and healing power of nature in her work. As an artist therapist working in mental health field for more than 2 decades, Kate offers a unique lens and is deeply devoted to creating art that raises healing awareness in the lives of others. Her work is really phenomenal. So she did this hand photography session with me for the woman that was in Chicago, and it's called, I think, Twist Out Cancer. And the idea was to have like I think it was a lily or an orchid, I can't remember the flower, and then like it was like a butterfly with a broken wing, just to show that, you know, we're resilient, and the stories behind all of our lives mean so much, and that we can all come back from things. We can all keep surviving. And I love her work so much. And she is now going to be a part of this retreat with her project, which is called Healing Words. And with that, it's the same concept of what I did, where, you know, her work allows women to express themselves, and with that expression, there's just power there. Her work is so empowering. So I want to share a little bit with you. And yes, Yolanda, I'm so excited you're coming. And there are a few other ladies that will be joining us. So I'm very, very grateful to see this happen and to share this space and this week with you all. Hi, BJ, welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate it. Yes, it's definitely. Yes, I will be offering the retreat again. It's in September as well. So I'm going to drop this link here for those who want to RSVP. You can RSVP for April or September. I think we have 2 spaces left for April, if anyone's interested and can make it. So April 2nd through the 8th, which is a little bit more than a month out. Okay, so here we have, let's see, 1 second, let me pull it up because I want to make sure I'm showing you the right things here. Let's see, I think I can do a share screen. Yes, I can. Okay, so this is Kate's work, and then we'll go over the agenda in a bit. And Kate also wanted me to do this project with her and my son. And these are her healing words. And like, so her work is so beautiful. This is actually a painting. So what she does is she takes a picture. So if you are commenting on the side, I can't see you yet because I have the full screen here. I'll get back to your comments and questions. But what she does is she will take a photo and she creates. She'll do a painting or something like that. But this is all about healing words for women and their children. And it's just a beautiful thing. I absolutely just love her purpose and the work that she's done. And this is only one of her projects. This is the Healing Words project. You can follow her on Instagram. Let's see if I can find her. I'm not sure where this is going to take me, but okay, this right here in the background is the work she did with my my hands, the healing words. Let me see. Cancer Warriors, that's what it is. And I'm not sure what's going to pop up. Okay, so bear with me for a second. There it is. Okay, so this is the picture she took with just my hands, and this is a painting. And she created this painting, and it was for a woman in Chicago. And I'm just so grateful that she's going to be a part of our project. It's just beautiful. Her work always has like a purpose, a meaning, a cause, and it's just beautiful. I'm moved by it all the time. Okay, and then I wanted to share a little bit about Nina. And I gave you a description of Nina earlier, and Nina does amazing work as well. She also does individual sessions. So this is her Instagram page. If you're on Instagram, you can follow her. She will be there to facilitate our yoga, meditation, sound bowl ceremonies. And then Gabby will be doing our finding a piece, basically finding a piece or pieces of yourself and mending them back together with this retreat, her 2 half-day workshop. She's a counselor and she does really amazing things here in Mexico, and she has a book. She works with children. So I'm just very, very grateful to have these women be a part of this retreat coming up. So I'm going to share with you quickly. And again, I'll get back to your questions and comments if there are any. I can't see them yet. So here's the agenda. We're going to have the second will be all of us getting together to, have a meal and get acclimated, get rested. Monday will be all about decompressing. We'll have some self treatments like massages and facials, things like this, just to kind of, help us unwind from travel, relax from wherever we're coming from, to be in this space. We'll do a welcome brunch as well. And in the evening, we'll have Nina Simone will lead us into evening meditation and sound bowl. Tuesday, we'll have our workshop with Gabby, and then and that's going to be a half day. And we'll have lunch. We're also going to be providing, just to be clear, we'll have breakfast every day as well. It's going to be continental with a few extra things every day. That's included. These are all the things that are included. On Wednesday, we're going to go early in the morning to La Gruta, which is amazing. And we'll have a nice soak in the hot water. It's very spiritual for me because it's just so relaxing. It's quiet. There aren't a lot of people. There's hot water coming out of this wall. I don't know what you call it, a fountain, I guess. And it's just so healing to just kind of be in there, be quiet. If you want to chat a little bit, whatever. The space is just amazing. I absolutely love going there. And we'll have lunch on site. Following that, they have a great space. It's very covered with beautiful trees, and it's calming. And on a Wednesday, it'll be pretty quiet because it won't be crowded with a lot of people. At least that's what I think. And then we'll have like the rest of the afternoon to do any work that comes out of Tuesday half-day workshop with Gabby, and to reflect and journal, relax. If someone wants to go into town or anything like that, you'll be welcome to do so. And Thursday, we'll continue with Gabby for another half-day session, lunch again, and we'll have an evening full moon movement circle with Nina Simone, which will be amazing. Haven't decided yet if we're going to kind of incorporate being outside. We have a beautiful chimenea where we can do like fire, and just, relax out under the moon. And just, for those who can kind of appreciate that vibe, it's really beautiful. And I think that this is going to be a nice way for us to kind of start wrapping the week up. Each of the facilitators will be there, especially Kate at the beginning. And I'm not sure exactly what sessions, but we'll all be there to kind of like let us, get to know each other, be comfortable with each other. And on Friday, the idea is that Kate will be actively getting into the project mode where we'll be able to do those pictures that she showed us with the writing on the arm and whatever the writings that come out of the sessions that we have for the week and what you want to say. And Kate will be there on Friday to basically do the session with you. It's one-on-one, it's private. We won't be there in your space. So each person, she'll be working with you individually. And this will take probably most of the day to work with each of us individually. So it'll give, some free time that'll be scheduled for each of you to, do something else to get your 1 hour or whatever it is. And then Kate will also then work on those digitally and provide you with that art. And you can, print it, do whatever it is that you want to do with that. And then we'll have an amazing farewell meal with all of us in the evening time. And yes, a nice kind of closing ceremony, which will be beautiful. I'm super duper excited to share this with you all. So I'm going to get back to, if you have any questions, and if you want to register, you can go to the Journey Retreat. I'm going to go back to this so I can see if there are any comments here. Hold on a second, get to it. Okay. All right. Yes, it is definitely needed. Let me close that down. Okay, yeah, definitely needed holistically. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to bring this to you all. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about San Miguel. At that time of the year, what to expect. It's going to be fairly warm in general. The weather those are our summer months. So we have April and May are really considered our summer months. So I just want to say, BJ, I hope you can make it, whether it's in April or later on this year. So yes, and if you know anyone else that might need this type of setup or retreat, please give them the journeyretreat.com website and they can RSVP there. So April and May will be pretty hot. So I think clearly you need to bring a swimsuit and anything else, you want for comfort. I think that layers are still important for you to have here because the weather is going to be very hot during the day. Midday, it's going to probably be around 80s, 85, very dry, not a lot of humidity. It might be dusty, not necessarily dusty inside, but just, with the dry season, that's our dry summer season. And I think typically what happens is because we get windstorms every now and then, if it's kind of cooling down in the evening, the weather starts to get a little bit crazy and it can be dusty. So you just want to make sure that you're comfortable. You still have to do layers, but maybe lighter layers, and bring some comfortable walking shoes. You might want to go for a walk. You want to walk in town. You want to walk around the neighborhood. We're very close to the lake, which is not just a few blocks away. Most people kind of just walk around the neighborhood. There are different squares in the neighborhood if you want to just kind of check that out as well. And yeah, so, this is just kind of, I wanted to kind of give like an update on the agenda, just to share with you like what we have in store, what we have in mind for anyone that might have had questions about that and about our facilitators. So you know where to find them on Instagram if you want to, find their work, check out their work. I will put the links over here so that you have them. Oh, awesome. That's great. Yeah, PV's awesome too. So you'll be by the beach. You'll know all about the weather over there. It's definitely different than San Miguel, but also amazing. I love going to PV to visit. And the residency, I think that's, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. 1 second. Okay, so I just wanted to share these links with you for each of the facilitators. Yeah. Okay, so yes, definitely come for a visit. Come and check out San Miguel. We had a very beautiful meetup yesterday. at Lolita's, which is in town, and it was just amazing. I think we had around 40 people, I think, in total. So yeah, we're expanding over here. It's a beautiful thing. So if you have any other questions, you can find also the links. Let me see here. I'll put the last live that we did where we had the Piece Not Pieces facilitators, and then there's also another, let me see, hold on a second. I'm gonna get this link for you. There are 2 videos that I did previously, and those videos will give you more information about the work in general that's happening that week. This one is just kind of an overview of each of these ladies' work, and then I'll share also this live that we did a few weeks ago where we were all on, all of the facilitators. Well, Nina wasn't on, but the other 2 ladies were on, and this will allow you to take a look at the work. And that being said, since we don't have a ton of questions, I am going to wrap this up. It was going to be a very quick, just giving overview and sharing the agenda because I haven't done that yet. And for anyone who needs to watch the agenda, they can do that. I will be on Wednesday for anyone that has questions about San Miguel, and I will be putting that together today. I'll let you know shortly. You can find it on my YouTube channel or pretty much there to see what's coming up Wednesday night of this week. I'm planning to try to bring a realtor on. I have to just check her availability for 7 p.m. And if it's not that, it'll be something else very interesting. I have a few things lined up. So you can basically go to Expat Life Mexico, and then there you'll see just what's coming, and bring your wine or your favorite, whatever you want to drink, even if it's water in a fancy wine glass, you're welcome to do that. And your questions about SMA, we're trying to get as much as we can out there. And also I do lives randomly. I'll try to remember to do lives in places that I think are of interest. I'm not going to just do a live driving in my car into Central, because that's not very exciting. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. One of these days I'll get a GoPro so it's not bumpy, and it'll probably still be bumpy on the cobblestone roads, but I'll do something where I can kind of show you, maybe do a drive through the city or something like that. But anyway, if you have any questions about this retreat, you're welcome to put them here, or you can shoot us an email to casaelminfo@gmail.com, or you can send them through the Journey Retreats website, thejourneyretreat.com. And thank you so much. Happy Sunday. And I'll see you all, I hope, on Wednesday evening. Great. All right. Thank you so much. I would love if you all joined us. You feel free to RSVP and save yourself a space. We only have, I think it's 4 or 5 spaces that we're doing. We're trying to keep them as small as possible. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. Have a great Sunday. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you Wednesday evening. All right. Peace. And again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I always forget to say that. I tell you, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with those that may be interested. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao. Happy Sunday.